What's up, guys? Well, as you can see here, I got Scrappy's engine in here, brand spanking new, never been started, taken apart or anything. Getting ready to take the head off of this, and we're going to check out the ports, see what kind of condition they are, see if there's any extra flash or anything hanging on the sides of them that the Chinese like to leave in there, and things that can break off, vibrate, and basically grenade the engine from the get-go. And then we'll, I'm going to check out the widths of these and measure them with my micrometer. And then we're going to widen them up with a little bit with the Dremel here. Necessary tool of all motorized bike guys. I'm sure you all know that. Well, but you bike guys know that. Anyways, going to get them. We're going to widen this up. Now, I don't claim to be an expert on this stuff, you guys. I mean, I've done it a few times. I've mostly messed with four-strokes my entire life, but I have been doing these bikes for a few years now, so I know the basics of how to make them, a little peppier. But I don't got a degree wheel. I'm not doing all that crap. I'm not, going with the extra boost ports and whatnot and stuff like that. Not getting all fancy. We're just opening them up a little bit. Just getting a tickle on this side. We're going to open this side up, and we're going to do the same thing with the exhaust port, and then I'll polish it to the best of my abilities, so make it as smooth as possible for the exhaust gases to just blow right through it. So that's the plan for today. Stick around. Let's see what we get done. I want you to look at this. Not exactly port matched. Got a bunch of overhang just on this. Yeah, that's not good either. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and open these up too. I'm going to widen this out, take some of that material out. I mean, I can barely stick, my pinky to its first knuckle inside there, and it can't even make it to that far on this side. So I want to remove some of this material all the way through, and I'm going to open up this. I can already see a big old thing of flash down inside there. Well, you can't really see it because of the lighting and whatnot, but there's now you can kind of see up here at the top. Let's see if I can get me a light. Now you can see the overhang of all the extra material down in that intake tube. All that hanging off, just ready to break off and be sucked into your engine. So I just want to check where the top dead center is. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this cover right here. Backing bar is greased on this end. Dry as hell on the inside. So we'll have to get some grease for that. That's no bueno. There's top dead center. And we still have quite a bit of overhang. I mean, not a whole bunch, but you can see right there at the top of that line, that shiny line, that shouldn't be there. That's obstructing the airflow. This is where the gas and fuel mix, or the fuel mix goes in. So we'll trim that off. So I'm grabbing a Sharpie. What I'll do is I'll just take it and draw me a little black line across the end of that. And that's will let me know how much material to remove from that. Now, let me get my grease gun. Now, for those of you who don't know, there is a ball bearing down in the bottom of that hole that this pushes up against to disengage the power from the engine. And if we don't have that greased, it will put a big dent into that, start squeaking and squealing and all kinds of things, and you know your clutch isn't disengaging when you want it to, and it just causes bad things to happen. Okay, so clutch still works, although that is a long way to travel. We'll worry about that later on. So let's go ahead and get these out of the way. So here we go, we're going to take the head off. Yeah, they're torqued even. Good God, not even a little bit. A couple of them real tight, a couple of them are semi-tight. Now you may be, those of you not familiar with these may be saying, you know, what are you doing? You're taking apart a brand new engine. Why are you doing this? Well, with these engines, it's pretty much necessary. Much like the extra material in the intake tube I showed you, there's the same thing going on in here a lot of times. And, you know, you're just waiting. It's like a time bomb waiting to happen. Those little pieces of flash will break off. They will go through your engine and they will seize it right up. You do destroy it. So we got take our washers. And I always put another nut underneath these. Just I like the way these look on top, but you don't trust these to tighten your head down because that stud will bottom out in here and you will think it's tight, but it's not. So always use a regular nut on top of this for the actual torquing of the head. And then, you know, if you like the decorated pieces like me, put it back on top of that. You don't want these holding your head down. Take a look here and see what we got with the head. Or the cylinder itself. Cylinder. Ports have some trash on them. As well as some gouging. From the factory, believe it or not. It is the G4 cylinder transfers. Get you guys in here and take a look and see what we got. This is brand new. Never been fired up. Ah, you guys can't see it with this damn camera. Okay, we're looking at the intake. The intake isn't too bad. The exhaust has some trash hanging over on the inside here. I know you can't see it, but there's on the inside lip right here. There's actually a lip. It shouldn't be like that. And some gouging down the bottom of the port itself. That's supposed to be smooth. That's exhaust. You see that's not smooth down on this side. Yeah, you see that. Cylinder itself, I see a gouge in the cylinder A wall. Surely do. Not too bad though. I don't think it's going to cause a problem. There is, you guys can't really see it with the camera, but there's one right here. There's one on the opposing side right here. Like I said, this is the oven, obviously the oven transfers. I don't know about the transfer sealings. They look, I guess, okay. I'm not an expert, but we're going to open that up, clean that up, do the same thing to this side. We're going to use a flat file on the bottom surface here. And make sure that's all nice and flat. And do the same to the top where the head goes on and meets. So let me go grab a few things and we'll get to work. And here you see where I took the Sharpie and marked the piston skirt. For the to trim off. Everything seems to be okay-ish. So we'll go ahead and move this out of the way and start some measurements on this cylinder and start grinding away at the ports. Okay, for you guys that don't know, these ports are rough as heck. These surfaces, you want to flat file that because you can see in the paint there's just, it's rough as hell. That should be flat and smooth, both sides just got lip on it, so that definitely wasn't going to seal with a crap. Flat file those, always got to flat file. Both sides, both surfaces. Here we go on the exhaust port. Got an opening of 23.5 millimeters wide, and from roof to floor 17.8, so 23. And let's check the width again. 23.5. Starting to open up a little bit. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. We don't want to raise the intake roof. Messes with port timing, and we can just lower it a little bit and widen it. So that's what we're going to do, and that's what I did with my other ones, and they run really good. Let's see how much we're getting out of this. Now from wall to wall, 23.9 intake. So we've opened her up about 1 millimeter width from floor to ceiling. We got 15.1, and we dropped the floor on it about 0.5 millimeter. Wall to wall we're at 22.4, so it was 21, so 1 millimeter on the inside width. We raised, or we widened it, the intake, and you know, like I said, we're not trying for racing motor here. We're just giving it more room to breathe. So, I'm going to say the intake's good. We're going to leave it rough because, you know, that helps with the atomization of the fuel mixture. And here we go with the exhaust. Now, as I said, that's got an actual lip on the inside, so that really needs to be taken care of. Now, the exhaust, I'm going to more so worry about widening it out and opening up on that inside, inside port. That's pretty small in there. And lighting, I'm sorry, but yeah, there's my new intake port. No rough edges in there for the rings to snag on. As I said, I'm not an expert at this. I've done a few of them. It opened them up a little bit, and you know, got pretty good results. There's a two-part video on one of my single-piece cylinders that I opened up a little ported, as you would say. Gives a lot more room in the exhaust. So spent gases out of there. Now I'm going to smooth her up. Let me check some measurements here real quick, see how much I opened it up. 23.4. And root score was 17.2. We're at 17.9. So I think we should be good. You know, nothing drastic, nothing fancy. Just opened up a little. You know, give it some room to breathe already. For the polishing, I usually do a 15 and a 2000 grit on the exhaust. Kind of do it as smooth as we can get it. And I'm sure you guys got a lot better way to do this, but you know, my kids are growing out of the house. I got nothing but time, fellas, so this is what I do. That's pretty much it as far as the opening up the ports. I still got to trim the skirt of the piston of just a half a millimeter maybe. Get that little line I put on there off. Oh yeah, this aluminum is starting to smooth out really quick already. So that's pretty much it, guys. You do that, just open up the ports a little bit. Make sure you got no snaggage in here. That's nice and smooth on each side. Kind of tapered off on each corner a little bit. You can't see it on camera because my camera sucks and my lighting sucks, so I apologize for that. Then what we'll do is take the where the hell is my flat? There it is. Our flat file. We'll flat file this surface, this surface, and this as well. And the same for the mating on the case where it mates right here. Now, a lot of guys will port match these transfer ports to the bottom of the case. You know, I don't go to the extent of that. I'm not saying that you shouldn't. I'm just saying that I don't. My bikes do really well for what I use them for. So, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's kind of my policy. So, I'm going to wrap it up for today. We're going to go ahead and finish this up off camera. Not going to waste all you guys' time on that. But I appreciate you guys watching this part one of this. We'll get this finished up and put back together. And then I'll see you guys with a part two on this build where we'll actually put the kit on Scrappy, the 29-inch Mongoose mountain bike. So thanks for watching, guys. Oops. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you soon.